We are currently in the midst of this Bitcoin XRP bull cycle, and at this point we have not yet witnessed the genuinely remarkable price action that we witnessed the last time around in 2021. You guys have been some of the most patient people I have ever encountered. But I have some absolutely insane news to share with all of you guys in the video that we have for you today, and we have a lot of material that is guaranteed to shock you. The Bitcoin US dollar index is going to be the topic of discussion at this exact moment. As a result of the stochastic RSI cross as well as the present rejections and resistances that we are witnessing at this very now, it is obvious that something completely ludicrous is just around the corner. For all of you who are currently watching this video, I need you to quickly hit the like and subscribe buttons so that everyone can see this. And let's get down to business. Therefore, the very first thing that we need to discuss in this context is the fact that Bitcoin has been contained within a range for a considerable amount of time. You can see that Bitcoin has been in the range that it is currently in, that it just broke below for the first time in recent history over the course of the last several months, all the way from February all the way to where it is today. This is something that you can see if you look at the screen right here. Every single time we have not experienced a significant amount of good price momentum. Because whenever we get close to this resistance level right here at approximately $68,000 or just a little bit over it, sometimes even going as high as $71,000, we very rapidly come sliding right back down again. But you can see that again and time again if you look at the charts. More recently, we reached the $68,000 level, and then just a little bit after that, maybe just a month and a half or so later, we saw Bitcoin sink as low as $48,000 before swiftly recovering and coming back to $65,000 more recently. This is something that you can see time and time again. In reality, however, we have reached these similar positions on countless occasions. At this very moment, the price of Bitcoin reached a new high of $71,000, and then, over the course of the subsequent couple of months, there was a significant amount of volatile price activity. And once again, over here, we reached our all-time high of $73,000 for Bitcoin. And then what occurred immediately after that? To put that into perspective, Bitcoin's price has fluctuated between $1,000 and $61,000 and has remained within this range for the past 7 months, if we may say so ourselves. And here is the very first time that we have ever officially broken below this range, which is the most incredible thing that has ever happened to us since, well, this is where we were in February, right? And here we are in the midst of a bull market where we have been heading back into negative territory, which is something that a lot of people did not anticipate happening. On the other hand, I feel obligated to demonstrate something to you all because this is not the first time that something like this has occurred with Bitcoin. When we take a look at Bitcoin over the course of the past 5 years, we see a really intriguing trend that has been developing, isn't it? This is something that is definitely going to happen. What takes place? Is it true that we are currently experiencing the beginning of a bull cycle, similar to what we witnessed in the year 2020? When Bitcoin was trading at $10,000, and then all of a sudden, just a few months later in the year 2021, we are reaching our all-time high. From this point on, we move all the way up to a total of $63,000. After then, there is a significant decline in the price of Bitcoin, which can reach as low as $30,000. At this point in time, everyone believes that the bull run has come to an end. Nevertheless, what occurs immediately after that? We reached even another all-time high just a few months after that, which is rather remarkable. And if you take a look at the charts, well, let's just say that they are beginning to seem very similar to what we have seen in the past, right? In addition, this is the reason why I believe that each and every one of these dips that you are currently experiencing is a terrible error. The decision to not purchase Bitcoin is comparable to the decision to not purchase XRP. Because yes, it is very feasible that we will experience a significant correction, and it is even possible that we will go down by 50% of where we were when we reached our all-time high. This would leave us at somewhere around $36,000 per coin, which is comparable to what we came across in this area during the year 2021. In spite of this, it is clear that there is always a second leg up in each and every one of these bull markets. In this particular instance, the sole distinction is that, to put that into perspective, it is taking us a little bit longer to see the steep correction because in the month of April in 2021, when we reached our last all-time high, it took us a few months to get back here, just 3 months later. At this point, we were aware of the adjustment that had been made to the $300,000. On the other hand, it is taking a great deal more time this time around. Up to this point, we have reached $71,000, and if we fast forward to the present day, we have reached $53,336. To what extent is that a number of months later? In any case, it is around 7 months later, according to what we were discussing previously. Therefore, in order for us to have a complete understanding of the direction in which the cryptocurrency market is moving, we need to have a look at the areas in which there is a significant amount of resistance and where there is a significant number of rejection, right? Mostly due to the fact that, as I was saying before, we have been in this same rejection resistance line for 7 months, and we are now officially beginning to wobble below it. In addition, if we take a look at the Stochastic Relative Strength Index RSI, it is advising us to sell our homes right now, invest in cryptocurrencies, and purchase Bitcoin right now, because it is about to have a second leg up. On the other hand, another incredibly significant piece of information is that we are also very close to the altcoin cycle. In addition, I would like to demonstrate this to you all, because this is the location where all of the price activity for XRP occurs, and this is the location where millionaires are surely going to be produced. In order to prove my thesis in a very short amount of time, all we need to do is take a quick glance at Bitcoin. At what precise moment did we get our second leg up and hit our all-time high for the second time here? That was in the 11th month of the year 2021. Now let's go and have a look at Solana to determine when it reached its highest point ever recorded. Since Solana was right here on the charts when Bitcoin reached its first all-time high, it was a perfect time for the cryptocurrency to reach that milestone. You can see that we are not even close to Solana's all-time high right here on the charts, as you can see from the charts itself. On the other hand, if we go back to the 11th month of 2021, when Bitcoin reached its second all-time high, that is the period when all of the other cryptocurrencies actually, for the very first time in history, reached these truly insane numbers. That is the case for XRP, BNB, and Cardano, as well as the majority of other cryptocurrencies, right? That is. Fantastic that Bitcoin has gotten its first footing. But what exactly do these whales do after that? These huge institutions are selling their Bitcoin holdings currently. The price of Bitcoin drops to these insanely low levels of $30,000, which is 50% lower than where it was just 3 months ago. Then, immediately after that, what do we perceive? The reason behind this is that big institutions buy the bottom, which causes Bitcoin to move back up again. To put it simply, it reaches a new all-time high and goes absolutely to the moon. When this happens, however, these institutions use all of the money they've made to go out and purchase alternative cryptocurrencies. The same thing is going to happen again here, folks, and they are going to buy the XRPs, the BNBs, and the Cardanos, and then they infuse billions of dollars into these projects. Let's just take a peek at what's going on with these alternative cryptocurrencies. In recent times, they have also been seeing a significant amount of negative price activity. It was not too long ago that the price of a Solana coin was close to $210, but right now is at $124. This represents a nearly 50% decrease from where it was very shortly after that. You will also notice that the same kind of correction occurred in 2021, however, it is a little bit different because you have to zoom out a little bit right. That is $56 in 2021, when Bitcoin was reaching its highest point ever recorded. That was the point at which Solana went. What happens, however, when Bitcoin's value drops to zero? Solana suffers a loss of roughly 50% of its value once more. After that, it drops to $27. The same thing happened with XRP as well. But then, of course, when Bitcoin begins to regain its liquidity, boom, XRP launches itself into the highest possible stratosphere. And if you check right here for when it goes from $39 on the 8th month all the way up to $258 on the 11th month of the year, you will see that it was a significant increase. When we talk about a period of time that lasts for 90 days, the worth of it increases by a factor of 10. And this is something that I do not want you guys to miss out on, because we are without a doubt going to. It is getting very close to that time period for alternative cryptocurrencies, where we are going to have a period of approximately 90 days during which, yeah, we are going to have a correction.